And Zimbabwe's government economic blueprint outlined in their national development strategy is supposed to open the floodgates for easy business and enhanced economic activity. CNBC Africa's Arnold Kwizera spoke to Batanai Matsika, partner at Morgan & Co, about stabilizing the economy for more. Let's watch.
We've seen with the new dispensation, or rather the new government that has come into play, is that they've been trying to stabilize things on the fiscal side, because you would note that in yesteryears we had a problem of excessive government expenditures that also triggered hyperinflation. So the strategy here now is to sort of bring sanity in terms of the fiscal management and lower the deficit to acceptable standards in terms of the percentage of GDP. But what the government is really doing is eating while they are killing. And that is why the focus of the drive is on rather revenue collection measures. And that is why we're seeing them increasing some royalties in strategic areas such as mining.
And those royalties coming to about 5%, we had that earlier in the top stories. But now I want to understand the insulation of Zim's economy, in particular to rising global commodity prices, inflation, as well as disruptions on the supply chains there. How is the economy in Zimbabwe insulated from all those happenings?
Okay, so it's a major cause of concern, and we've just received some recent numbers in terms of CPI, and now we're now sitting at 256% thereabout in terms of the year-on-year figures. So it really shows you that we actually not insulated at all in the wake of the rising energy prices. I think it's worth highlighting that we still import dependent, especially when you consider the need to import fuel, diesel, petrol, and the like. So that has actually triggered a pass-through effect on the domestic economy and inflationary pressures that are building up. So of course, there's a major cause of concern there, and also the instability of the local currency unit. I think right now, even on the parallel market rates, we're now sitting at 850 ZWLs against the USD. And it shows you that the global risks are actually affecting price levels on the domestic side.
And that largely sounds like a trust, a confidence issue. So in a way, how do you introduce measures that will bring about that form of fiscal discipline, both government-wise and to bring some form of trust from the people, especially when it comes to the demand for the local currency?
Yes, so I mean that's a catch 2022, because trust issues or confidence issues also trace back from yesteryears when the government actually came up with a number of measures and people lost out in terms of their FCA accounts. So you find that once an economy is dollarized, and then you also then try to introduce your own currency, there's that natural propensity for people to demand more of the more stable currency, which is in this case is the USD. So it also then speaks to the economic policies, speaks to the measures that the government is putting in place. Are they building confidence? Are we seeing an increase in productivity? Is the economy recovering? Because quite clearly a number of indicators are actually on the low side. You talk of issues to do with the debt overhang. I mean, we're now sitting at 13 billion USDs in terms of the external debt. So there's no confidence on the macroeconomic indicators, and that is why naturally people would prefer using a USD as opposed to the ZWL.